Here's the build. It is completely centered around Consecration, the new Titan melee ability. What we're doing with this is we're using the first wave to create elemental wells, and then we're going to slam onto an enemy for ridiculous amounts of damage when we have Synthoceps procced. And after we pick up the well, we are radiant by hitting the enemy with the first wave of the melee, so that's one source of weapon damage buff. And then, because we picked up a well, we also have Font of Might, so we have 10 extra seconds of increased solo weapon damage. So the cycle is basically you slide, you do the melee, you pick up a well, and then you shoot your guns, and it's just ridiculous. So we use Consecration, we use Roaring Flames to further buff our melee damage. We use Ember of Wonder for the resilience, and we can also make orbs with the melee, because the melee will ignite and scorch. So this is to make ourselves radiant when we hit something with the first hit of the melee, and this is mostly for the recovery, but we also occasionally get melee energy from it, which we don't really need because we are running Monte Carlo. So for the armor, we have 1 Bountiful Wells, 1 Font of Might, 2 melee well makers, and a Well of Life. So the cycle is basically you run into a group of enemies, you slide, you trigger the first part of the melee, you kill things, and you pick up solar wells. Then you slam down, doing the bulk of the damage from the melee, and then you switch to your rocket, and now you are radiant, and you picked up a well, so you have Font of Might. So you have 10 seconds of extra damage. So you fire your 2 rockets with lasting impression. By the time they blow up, you'll still have the damage buff. And then you switch to your Cartesian, and you spam Cartesian for the remaining timer. But most things will just straight up die to the melee, because when Synthoceps is procced, it's truly ridiculous. And since we have 100 resilience, we have a 40% damage reduction in PvE, and we're healing thanks to Well of Life every time we make a well. So you truly are invincible, and you just output ludicrous amounts of damage with this build. It is incredibly fun.
Choice but to defeat.
That energy signature. That's her. That's Navota.